Well, let's get into it. Welcome back to the Everything Anime Podcast. I'm your host, Shinry. Here at the Everything Anime Podcast, talk about everything from anime, manga, video games, TV shows, and whatever relevant topic we feel like talking about. Today's video is on Boruto Blue Vortex Chapter 6. A little bit better this time. We're getting better than previous chapters. This one was kind of a little bit better. So when the chapter opens up, we find out that Shikamaru has not formally accepted being the 8th Hokage in the past 3 years. Now, I kind of understand what he's thinking, but in Boruto, if, to your knowledge, Naruto has been killed, and you've been self-promoted, they say, to the 8th Hokage, why are you not the 8th Hokage after 3 years? Unless you knew Naruto was sealed away, unless you thought somebody would be better at Hokage than you, I don't see why. And I know a lot of people hate the fact that they're like, oh, well, if Naruto was a Hokage, it shouldn't be Shikamaru. Who would it have been then? Because you have to remember, outside of Naruto, Sasuke, and Sakura, we never saw a lot of these characters do much of anything. We saw, like, them use cool powers, but we don't really get, like, full backstories on them. We never really explore any of the village. We didn't spend a lot of time in the village in the sand. We never went to the village hidden in the mist. We never went to, all these other villages that Naruto would talk about. We went to the village in the cloud for a little bit, but like I've said in like One Piece or Bleach, like Bleach, you go through Soul Society for a long period of time. One Piece, you go to these islands, you explore these islands, you're invested in these islands. And the islands are considered like a village. You're invested in that island for a long time. You learn how it works and things like that. We never did that in Naruto. So when you think about like who would have been the 8th Hokage if not Naruto, if not Sasuke or Naruto, I'm guessing Sakura? Guy Sensei is in a wheelchair because I would say definitely Guy Sensei. Guy Sensei is the strongest taijutsu user. He took on Madara and he competes with Kakashi. So yeah, Shikamaru, out of the rookie 9 that are left, it makes sense that Shikamaru would be the 8th Hokage. So Shikamaru not accepting that role makes no sense. But yeah, he basically doesn't accept the role. He's like, I don't feel like I'm ready for it. And then we get a glimpse of Ino. Ino looked kind of good. I mean, I haven't seen her since like Naruto the Last and maybe Naruto Shippuden, but I felt like she's drawn pretty good. This first time I've seen her in the Boruto chapters. And she was shown before, I don't remember her. But basically Shikamaru was like, hey, I need you to deliver a certain package for me. And she's like, okay. And I don't know if she's his assistant, like how Shikamaru was the assistant to Naruto, and then, for Tsunade, it was like that one girl with the pig, and then the third Hokage, I don't think the third Hokage had an assistant, but, because that fifth Hokage is the first time we ever saw an assistant. I don't think we ever saw an assistant with the third Hokage, or the fourth. So, yeah, they started doing this assistant thing. But she basically, delivers a communicator to Shikamaru where they can use, mind transfer jutsu to, well, not mind jutsu. It's use her power to basically talk to each other through their mind. I forget what that's called. I'm just call it mind connection jutsu, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. And so basically, skipping to the point, Shikamaru was aware because old man scientist that should have been Orochimaru is basically aware their memories have been altered. Even Shikamaru is like, it would make more sense if Kawaki and Boruto's places were switched. So you're Uzumaki Boruto, right? And Boruto doesn't confirm it, but now we have Shikamaru aware, and possibly Ino aware, because Ino's listening to the conversation. Ino's involved with the conversation. So, also, we go over to Kawaki, Ida, and Damien, and they're all talking. They're like, Ida, this is what I meant, Ida's gonna be a good guy. So Ida's basically like, hey, Code, just so you know, these Clogrimes, that's what we're calling them, that Code made, they're called Clogrimes. They become sentient, a few of them have become sentient. They're now 10-tailed divine trees that are aware. So Kawaki knows about them. He's like, oh, don't worry about it, I'm gonna kill these things. And I'm gonna get to that in a second, because something hilarious happened in this chapter that I was like, So Ida's like, oh yeah, they're coming out to Naruto. We don't know while they're after him. But basically, if they kill Uzumaki Naruto, or if they find, or if the village finds out that Uzumaki Naruto's alive, they're gonna know you're a liar. And Kawaki's like, you know, I'll deal with the shit when it comes, basically. And Damien's like, well, I don't give a shit what happens to you. I just care about my sister. So again, they're gonna be good guys. Even though, like I said, Damien's power was stupid as fuck anyway. Like, if you so much just think about hurting him, the attack hits yourself. Like, it's one thing, like, if he has, like, automatic counter, like, you know, from, like, what's that show called? Seven Deadly Sins. I just know that guy's, like, has auto counter ability. You know, it's different if it's like that, but, like, to even think about hurting him and that's how you get hit, that's kind of stupid. So I'm like, I remember that's how Ito be protected. Like, he'll think about hurting his sister, so he'll just keep blocking her or something like that. You never know. But yeah, then we go over to Boruto, Sakura, and the class president, and they're all sitting outside. And I was thinking before they even said this in the chapter, I was like, why are you just sitting in the Hidden Leaf Village? I'll be open. You ain't inside of a building. You just like, oh, the sensory ninja can't detect me, and you know, Kawaki has sensed my chakra or my Atsushiki aura at some point, so I'm just gonna chill until then. Stop being stupid, Naruto. You're supposed to be a hypothetical genius. You sitting out in the open. Anyways, we got like this like awkward, like Sakura hugged him, and now she's like, oh, why did I do that? I just instinctively hugged him. Girl, we know you like him, and he knows you like him, and you know he like you. Because basically, it boils down to, they're like, hey, Boruto, you shouldn't be here. You know, you're in danger, yada, yada, yada. And Boruto basically like, hey, I just can't tell you that, you know, your dad is like been turned into a tree. I'm gonna save him, and I'm pretty sure they would have figured that out because Sasuke didn't come out to the village and you're here by yourself. But you know, well, I mean, they probably thought he died. I guess so. I guess he had to tell him. But anyways, in the end, he has to flee because Mitsushiki, the Orochimaru's clone kid or whatever, he shows up and tries to attack Boruto in the middle of the conversation. And Boruto says like, hey, Sakura, don't worry, I'm going to save your father. But at the same time, he's like, I know he wanted to say like something like, I love you or something to that effect. Because like they have this like awkward eye contact where like he looks away, he's like, never mind. And you know, the class president's there. So it's like both of these girls that maybe he likes, or he's aware that both of these girls like him. But we all know at the end of the day it's going to be Sakura. It would have been surprising. I'm going to just say it like this. If, like in Naruto, Sakura didn't... I don't think Sakura should have ended up with, like, Naruto. Because she was always in love with Sasuke, so I'm okay with her ending up with Sasuke. But, like, a subversion of expectations, Sakura settles for, like, Rock Lee. Naruto doesn't... I mean, Naruto only had Hinata because... Well, nobody else showing interest in Naruto. But, like, we know he's going to end up with Sakura. He ain't going with the class president. That's just a love triangle. That's really like a straight line. He ain't choosing the class president. Now, what I want to talk about real fast is Mitsushiki took out Kawaki. I mean, maybe not took out, but he took him down. I'm just like, there ain't no way Mitsushiki, even in his, like, you know, curse mark form, is going to take down Boruto. And Boruto's on St. Louis Kawaki. So the fact that you took down Kawaki, even for a second, even for a panel, I was just like, are you real? Unless, now, if Mitsushiki is boxing Boruto next chapter, I guess y'all can say Mitsushiki's planetary. Because of Boruto's planetary Rasengan. Anyway, so they're about to fight. Their fight got moved into the forest, whatever. So we're going to see what happens next chapter. But it was more interesting than the last one. I'll give it that. I don't think anything else really happened in the chapter. But overall, like I said, it's fine. It was better than the last one. But we'll see. We'll see where this story goes. Anyways, that's the end of this review. We'll move on to the next video. And because I've got about 4 videos I'm doing today, plus I have to... we're going to do first impressions of Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown. So, looking forward to playing that today. This is my first time playing it. I have not touched it since I bought it. I let it download. I'm doing the full experience. And so, yeah, we'll get into that, see how good that is, and I'll give you my first impressions video of that. I'm trying to have all that out today. So, we'll see how I do.
Hey guys, this video was sponsored by me, the author of the Shinry series, the Chronicles of Wayne, and Monsterverse. So I figured I'd do this outro a little bit different by showing you guys what you guys will be checking out. So, the Shinry series starts with Book 1, Shobu Samurai Project Aryoku. 10 years after the death of his parents, Shobu Samurai returns home seeking vengeance, but instead faces a choice to save his home from shadow creatures, blood beasts, and an organization once thought dead. Shinry's Shobu Samurai starts at $9.99. And if you love anime, manga, Naruto, One Piece, Bleach, Yu Yu Hakusho, Fairy Tail, Shaman King, Rave Master, Zatch Bell, anything like that, the Shinry series is definitely the series for you. You'll definitely want to check it out. The Sword of Light is probably the thickest one so far. And then these books are two. This is Enter the Dread Zone Tournament. And the series original ending, Arado, the Legendary Conjuring Master. So, and I'll just show you guys some of the covers. Really proud of all of these. But I hope you guys check it out. If you don't like that, I also have the current published books for the Chronicles of Wayne, Love Be Damned, Cotton Candy, Full Moons, Fabled Lovers, A Cursed Virgin's Bite. If You Go Where Monsters Dance, Red Will Rain Over Your House. Love Be Damned. Now, the Chronicles of Wayne is about a geeky guy, or a nerdy guy in high school. His senior year, he has a crush on the hottest guy in school, because of course he does. He's only got one best friend, and her name is Barb. Well, the hottest guy in school turns out to be a werewolf. And to make the story more interesting, he bites Wayne and turns Wayne into the first ever wolfman in the last 10 years. And because of that, it was also a sacred law that wolfmen should never be created. I don't want to get into too much of the Chronicles of Wayne without spoiling it, but I can tell you it's very short. This one sells for $6.99, and Love Be Caged right after it. The ending of this trilogy, Love Be Liberated, comes out in October. So I'm going to definitely do a more full in-depth review of this one. But yeah, it's an LGBT fantasy fiction story about werewolves, vampires, white witches, a dark warlock, and, well, many, many more surprises to come. So if you guys like to read, I definitely recommend. These are all the books so far in the Shinry series, except for Shinry's Beginning. I do have that one, but it's just not here with me. But yeah, I appreciate a like, support, or just a review on Amazon. Either way, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys have a great day.